Hi guys, how are you? Today I'm going to make a tutorial for lighting and I'm going to tell you how to start a lighting. So just let's start. So here we have a grid here. First of all, we open our grid and now I'm going to show you how to set up a light and how to start a light and how to select a light from this option. And when you are beginner and you want to start lighting, so this is how you will start a lighting on your project, on your anything, on your phone. And if you want to light a bottle and prop and character, so I'm going to tell you how to start a lighting. So here, now I'm going to tell you how to make a shader. Basically, before starting the start the lighting, you just need to make a shader for any character and any polygons and any prop. So here we have a poly modeling option here. So now I'm going to select three thing here. It's a circle, and here we have circle. So we just place the circle on the top of this grid, and here I'm just going to select this thing, and now I'm going to select the cube here, and here we have a cube, and now I'm going to increase the size of this cube. Now we have a cylinder here. So here we have three things. So first of all, I'm going to make a shader for this. Shader making is very important. Without the make shader, you will never able to start lighting. So here I'm just going to assign a material on it. So here we have circle here, so I'm just going to assign the blend here. So as you see here, we have a shiny like material here. So here I'm going to change the color of this thing. So here we have a lot of option here and a lots of color here: yellow, red, green. And here we have another option. If you select this thing, so it will pick the any kind of color. If you have any image color, like here I have this color, and here I have a lot of color here. So I'm just going to select this color and it will become brown. And here you can also change the intensity of this color. And now just going and select, and you also make the color from here like this. Here we have many options to make color and change color, and we also have the option here to change lighting and throwing, so it will impact on our lighting too. So we also increase the incandescence. Incandescence is a shiny kind of material, so we will also change this thing here from here. And we also add diffuse from here and translucency. So here we have many options here: translucency, focus, intensity. So here intensities make your globe bigger. So this is a simple blend. So I'm applying here uh, this color. So this is lots of options to change the color of this, and we also apply some color on here. So here press the right click and Lambert. Lambert is different from the blend. Basically, Lambert is a material of unsmooth kind of material and the dry kind of material. So you just apply the color on it, like a purple color and a purple heart color here. And you also change the ambient this, and it will create impact when you start the lighting. So first we are just going to make a shader on it, and now we have a cylinder here, so we also apply Lambert on it. And here you see we have apply a blue color, and we will also change the shader type. Here we have a lots of shader type. We also press the right click and see here the shader. This is a Fong basically a plastic kind of leather kind of shiny material. So it is different from the blend, but this is as you see, this is look like a plastic form. So here we have three cubes here. We also change the color of here. Now I'm going to show you how to make another shader, like a texture kind of shader. So you just select another circle here, and we also place this on our grid and apply the texture here. So how to texture this kind of thing? So here we have a Lambert, and we just change the Lambert and click on this checker box, and we also change this color. So I'm going to apply the leather here. So as you see here, we have a leather kind of material. We have also have a chance to change the color of this. If you want the black leather, so you also change the color of this into black, and you also change the color is black and change this color into brown. So as you see here, we have a different kind of material. It will increase when we start the lighting, so it will looking better, and we also going to change another apply another material on it. So you just click on it again and just apply the fractal here. And if you apply the raw lumber here, so also just click on it and apply the wood color here. So here we have a many texture option. Here we have a lots of thing here. So you just now going to apply another texture on it and also apply Lambert here, and here we have the checker box here, and we have now I'm going to apply the solid fractal. So as you see, it's like a snow kind of ball. It's a winter kind of thing. So here we have a proper fractal texture here, snowball. Now going to make another thing like this, and again apply the any kind of ramp shader. Ramp shader have a lots of choices here. If you apply the ramp here, so it will change your color and change the preset from here into rainbow replace. So here you have a lot of options when you change this thing, so it will also change your color here. So this is a rainbow kind of texture here. So this is and if you want to apply a direct ramp, so you just click on the Lambert here and change into ramp, and you also change the preset from here rainbow and replace. So you see here we have a beautiful color here, and we also place this on the top of the grid. And now just the last shader we're going to make here, and here we have a as you see here we have this thing here, and we're also going to apply the shader on it, and here we have a blend color, and we have a orange kind of thing here. And now I'm just going to apply granite. No, it's not looking very good. So now just going to change some kind of texture here. Yeah, now apply another pongy, and change the granite cloud kind of texture. You also change the color of this, like if you want to change the color is purple light sky, and you also change the color from your white. Yeah, so here we have lots of option here. It's looking, they are all looking very cool. So now I'm going to make the studio for it, and before the start lighting start, you just make to a studio for this, and now just going to make a studio. So just figure this planner like this and off your grid now. Let's go to the display and off this thing, and now change the this thing from here, and now this thing will work when you start light on car on character. So this is a thing I'm going to tell you how to start lighting from this setup. So this is how we make a setup. We're just going to increase the size, increase the size, and now bigger this thing, vertex from here. No, no, not like this. Just select the object mode and bigger this thing, and also going to the mesh tool and select insert edge loop tool, and this is how you're going to make a studio. And you also select vertices and going to like this. Now going to adjust this thing. This is basically a studio light setup, and this is follow for every lighting, and because of this you will start lighting. I'm just going to hide this thing, how this will appear. Okay, this is thing. So just to go to the show, select none, and just select polygons and lights. So here we have a studio light setup here, and now I'm going to tell you how to light this thing. So here we have many options in lighting. As you see, just click on this thing, and we have a Maya software lighting, and we have a Arnold. So Arnold basically is a correct lighting software, is a natural lighting software. So a lots of studio use this thing. So now I'm going to show you how to light setup from Arnold Maya. So just go to the create and select the light. So here we have a lots of light option here. Ambient, first of all press 5. So here we have no texture. Press 6, this is a texture. Press 7, so we have no light. So just select the ambient light. So here you see we have a lighting setup. So this is how ambient light work, and press Ctrl A. You also change the color of this thing into yellow, but white is usually good for this. And you just go and select a little this kind of color. And if you want to increase the intensity, this intensity is the power of light. If you want to more power, so just press 2, and press 1 is a less power for this, as you see. Now this is a shadow thing and object display. So this is how we are going to make a shadow for this, and we have a lot of the option here. So just cancel this thing. So this is our first light called ambient light, and now I'm going to tell you how what is the directional light. Directional light is like a sunlight. You also change the direction like this, like this. You also change the direction of this light. So this is a light I'm going to make like this. This is our directional light. Okay, so you also change the press Ctrl A and change the intensity of this light like this. So as you see, every material reflect light differently. Basically the material is made by Blaine Lambert, so every material reflect differently. As you see, this is reflect differently, this is also reflect very differently. So this is how this thing reflects. So this is how it is work. Lighting, this is how lighting work. You also change the color of this if you want to make it sun. So like this is a sun kind of light. Okay. And if you want to increase the more intensity, so this is like this. And you also use depth map shadow, filter size increase. And as you see here, we have an option here. As you see, we have a shadows here. So this is our shadow. You also change the shadow gain. And you also, this is, as you see, when I increase this thing, the shadow will become more clear. If you decrease this thing or resolution option, so the shadow will be decreased. And it is also very important to increase the size of the filter. And this is the shadow color. If you want to change the shadow color, so here you have many options here, but the black is the main shadow color. So this is how we light this thing here. So this is the of if you close this thing, so the shadow will be closed. And if you off this thing, so the dance of the materialistic is will be changed. So this is how we use this thing. So the direction of the light is very important, and make this kind of direction is also very important. So now I'm going to delete this and select our point lighting. So this is our point lighting, and close this thing. Yeah. So this is a point lighting is used for bulb kind of thing. You also change the color of this thing. Okay, so this is a travel lighting. This is our third light. You also make the shadows from this thing. As you see, the shadow is also travel. Delete this thing. Now going to make a spotlight. This is our spotlight. This is how you use your spotlight here, and you also get the angle of the cone here, and also change the intensity of the light here, also change the color here, and also change the cone angle from here. And you also change the penumbra angle basically like this, so it will soften the edge of the light. You also change the drop of theme, the light theme, and when we open the shadows here, so you see here we have good stuff like this. So this is how we change the angle of the lights, and we have a shadow here, and we also use the depth map shadow here, the same thing. So as you see here, we have a very good detail here, and we also increase the size of the filter. So you see here we have a good detail here. We also press 3 on it. We also press 3 not 3 for this, not 3 is made for this, and also not for this. So here you see we have a beautiful moon kind of look here, and here we have cover or many lights here. So we just select this light, and now going to this time to make a area light. Area light is very good if you want to make a scene more intense. So you just select this light, and you also increase the size of the when you increase the size of this light, so it will also make the difference in the intensity. So as you see here, we have a lots of options. We also cover this light, and we have now our last light is called volume light, and this light is also used in bulb making. And every light have different purpose when you start the lighting. So as you see, you need many light option for different scenarios. So This is how you light your character. And now this time come to light on this setup. So I will choose direction light for this and press 6 here and press 7 here. So as you see here, we have lighting. So this is top of our. Now I'm going to make sun for this light. Now light is here. I'm just going to open this shadow, use depth map shadow and increase the filter size here, and also change the direction where the sun is like here. Now I'm going to add a render of this. So this is a render button here, and here you see we have a very dull lighting here, and Arnold need more intensity for show the more light here. So we have just one lighter, so just press Ctrl D, and here we go. I'm going to off this light shadows. Okay, this is not for the shadow, so I'm just going to off this shadow. I just need shadow for only this light. So here we have now increase the intensity of the light here. Basically Arnold read more intensity. So just we cover here, and here you go. And now I'm going to make a top angle of this, and now make a render for this. So now you see here we have a very cool effect here, and here we have a good lighting here. Now I'm going to close this scene like this, like more like this, and just now make another render. So here you see the lighting setup, and now I'm going back a little more and render this thing. So as you see here, we have a very smooth shadow here, and very smooth this thing here. So this is how we light the setup on our scene. And now it is time to light this setup. So just come here and again press this thing and just wait for a moment. And now you see here we have a very beautiful thing here. Is a rainbow kind of material here. So this is looking very good also. And now just going to make a render for this, and this is like so that's how we start lighting and we make lighting. And because of this tutorial and this course, you will start light for any kind of material, and make material and light any kind of setup, even a car, even anything. So this is how we start lighting. This is our sky. Now I'm going to show you how to light on our pot. We recently made a pot, and our next lesson is how to start light as a 3-point lighting. And 3-point lighting setup is very important, and because of the 3-point lighting, you will light on any kind of material, and any kind of your scene, any kind of your prop. So just before the light start, I am going to make the floor and the HDRI setup. So just go to the create and select a planar here and press R for increase the size, and just select polyplane and select both of it and just add this and go to the grid and of this thing. Select the edges here and remove this edge. This is called the studio setup for lighting of any object, and I'm going to add one more line here like this. This is a studio setup. Add one more line here, add one more line here, add one more line here, and then press 3 and go to the object mode and increase the size of this studio setup, and also pick this object and need to upper this part and go to the object mode and apply Lambert. Change the color of Lambert into white. So here we have a studio setup here, and now I'm going to light this object and render this object. Now I'm going to show you how to 3-point light on this object. So just start with this pot. Now we just create a spotlight for the lighting. So just go to the create and select the spotlight here, and here we have a spotlight. Just go to the show and select the light here. So here we have a spotlight here, and now going to press T for the focus this spotlight, and I'm just going to focus the light on this object. So I placed here and drag this spotlight far from this object. Now press 6 and then press 7 on it. So you see here we have a spotlight here, and so drag this thing and also going to focus from here, and I'm going to just begin this studio light and again select this and press T again and press spacebar on your keyboard, and we just need to see this top angle of the object. We need a 45-degree angle for the object light, and we need a focus here. Now again click on this and just press Ctrl A here. So you see here we have a all light detail. So here I am going to change this setting here. First of all, this is a very sharp light, and this is not a normal mode and not a natural light. So I'm going to use this quadratic light, and as you see here we have no light. So the reason is because we have not much light detail here. So we will increase the intensity here. So just increase the intensity like 4000 here. So now you see here we have a detail light here, and this is so natural. So I just far this spotlight from this object, and now I'm going to increase it more into 8000. Yeah, now the product is sharp now, so I'm going to use this, and now I'm going to change the cone angle, and as you see here we have a very sharp edge here. So I'm just going to change this penumbra angle. Now it's looking very fuzzy, I'm not looking very sharp here, so I need this thing. So as you see, and here I think the light is little dark here, so I'm just going to again change the setting here. So I think it is best, it is good here. Now I'm increasing the distance and also change the cone angle like this. So I think it's looking far better. As you see, when I increase the distance, so light become uh, decreasing. So I'm just increase the distance more, and as you see the natural thing, and I'm going to increase also I think to 7,000 here. Now I'm going to find the ray trace shadow here, so just click on shadow, and here we have a ray trace shadow option. So I just change this light radius here, so I want some smooth shadows, so I'm just changing this to the 20. This is for the shadows, and I'm just going to change this shadow here. Now just open the outliner, go to the window and select the outliner here and change the name of this planner. This is a background here, background, and also change the name of the light here. This is our key light, key light. Now I'm going to copy this light, and now our another light is called a fill light. So just control D this thing and move this object like this, and press T again. So this is focus on the object, but you see here we have increased the intensity of the light, so just press Ctrl A again, and this is a fill light, so you just half this 7,000 to 3500. So this is a fill light, and this is our a 3500, and now change the name. It's our fill light. We will copy again this light again and just place this light behind the object like this. Press T again, and this is our rim light. So just reduce the cone angle here like this. This is our more, yeah, like this. Now I'm going to increase the size of this object. Yeah, basically I need more this light back, so press T again, and I need more focus light here. Now, here you see the object here. T here, and up this thing a little backward, yeah, like this. So this is our rim light, and then this is a beautiful reflection here. Now I'm just lower the intensity of this light unto 2500 here. So here, now I'm going to change the angle of this like this. I'm going to click on the render view, So you look at the our object here. This is Arnold lighting, and I'm going to change this into Maya hardware. So you see here we have a detail on our lighting, and I'm going to off this thing and again change to the Arnold lighting setup. And here we have a perfect detail light setup here. So you also save this thing, and now I'm going to delete this and again adjust something and again lighting this object. Now going to adjust the little light here, and as you see here we have some reflection. Let us just up this thing, also up this thing for the reflection on the ground. Again I'm going to render this object, and now you see that here we have a really cool detail here. Also going to off the shadow of the light. Shadow. We going to stop this shadow here. We just need this shadow, and we don't need this shadow here. So again I'm going to make render this object. Now you look here the detail of this object here, and it's looking best object, beautifully lighting on this. Now we're going to create the camera for this object, and just go to the camera and select the camera and aim, and just take this object and click on it, and I'm going to see what's looking in the camera like this. This is our camera, and now I'm going to render on this camera. So here you see this is render of our camera here. Go to the render option, and you also take render of this camera. So this is how our bodies look like after some material here. And you also change the option from the Maya software and take the render of this object, and you also select the Maya hardware and get the render of this object and select the Maya hardware 2.0 here. So here you have a little detail with the object now. So now we just going to delete it. So this is how we light our object. We place the camera like this, and this is the basic and beginner for the lighting, and this is how we take the render for this object. So this is our basic lighting class. I hope you love this animation course, and you will also learn a lots of things from this course. So we will meet you next time. Goodbye students.